hate when it fucking does that shit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers.
By the time I don't get the fucking ball first.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play, Watson to the air. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns are able to move the chains on 4th down. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the air.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Well, Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two. Hunt going to run for it. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous.
What up, Justin?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Rodgers now on 1st down.
This nigga fucking bum, bro.
Team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he stopped immediately there. It's Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 38 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Hunt going to run for it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson,
59 yards.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the 3rd quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the 2nd half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He finds Watson complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken the lead here this third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now receiver in motion left. Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1. And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't.
Stay in your lanes and give out some paint.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Chubb will get the call running left. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
It's complete. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And an important one that is as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now Chubb running right. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw is Rodgers. Watson making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a first down carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Yet again targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, Charles, look, this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play action. It's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And some room to work. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
In motion, the tight end. Third and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Rodgers now to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter. Gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 74 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the... And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they start with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To try again after the sack. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Smart to hold the Titan guaranteed you don't stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The tight end in motion right. Jackson on first down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Taking the extra point. He's got to tie the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw for the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Targeting Dobbins again.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
No, we changed it.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, Jackson.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Jackson.
Dobbins with it, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go.